24. If you were an English teacher, and if somebody handed this into you as a theme, would you mark anything in this thing as wrong? By the way, this is a false prophet speaking, so don't listen to the doctrine. The doctrine is false doctrine. Just listen to how it's written down. Ye say that this is a free people. Behold, I say they're in bondage. Ye say that those ancient prophecies are true. Behold, I say you do not know whether they're true. Ye say that this people is a guilty and fallen people because of the transgression of the parents. Behold, I say a child is not guilty because of his parents. All right, all English majors, did you see any mistakes in there? This people is a free people. This people is a guilty and fallen people. Is the English word people singular or plural? When we wrote the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, we, the people of the United States, are the more perfect human. We think it's a plural. So should we say these people are a free people? In Hebrew, the word people is apostrophe am. In Hebrew, that's a singular. So in Hebrew, it takes singular verbs and singular modifiers. This people is a free people is excellent Hebrew. Question. So Joseph Smith was translating very accurately from the Hebrew. He wrote that down as a singular, just exactly as he should have done if he was a Hebrew expert. This time Joseph Smith had never studied a word of Hebrew. How did he do that? Let me look at another one. Let's flip over to the 46th chapter of Alma. I got a whole card of these. 46th chapter of Alma is one of the really bizarre stories of the Book of Mormon. They're being invaded. The Marines' enlistments are down. Nobody is defending mother and country. Captain Moroni is very upset, so Captain Moroni goes out to recruit some people into the Marine Corps to help defend the nation. And he does something that if anybody that's here in Bowman, I think he would end up in the paddy wagon. He rips his coat out, writes a recruiting slogan on the coat, and parades around town giving public speeches. Now, if anybody did that, we'd probably have the police cars called, wouldn't we? That's the typical Middle East kind of thing, but it's not the Western kind of thing. Notice the way this is written down. Now, I have to apologize. This is not the original edition of the Book of Mormon. In 1886, they tidied up a little bit of the English, and one of the places they tidied up is this verse. I'm going to read it as Joseph Smith wrote it down. Not as it was tidied up in 1886. I'll tell you what changes I made. But this is how Joseph Smith dictated it in 1829. I'm reading verse 19 in chapter 46 of Alma. And this is Moroni going out to do this recruiting. And when Moroni had said these words, he went forth among the people, waving the rent of his garment in the air, that all might see the writings which he had written upon the rent, and crying with a loud voice, saying, Let's defend the nation. What is a rent? A rent is a hole. He's going to write on a hole and tie a hole to a pole? You can't do that. So that's bad English. In fact, one of our Christian friends said that this is so bad English, the way it originally stands, that no prophet could ever have made a mistake that bad, but that proves that Joseph Smith was not a prophet. There's a pamphlet that's being circulated around Houston with this as an example. Who was it? Orson Pratt. Tidying this up, he put in the word part, and so it reads, he was waving the rent part of his garment in the air, and he had written upon the rent part. The word part that appears twice there was not written by Joseph Smith. That was added in the 1886 edition to make it read better in English. Now, in Hebrew, how should it be? The word to tear in Hebrew is cher. Now, if you make a noun out of to tear, you've got the torn part. So, a kira, the noun form in Hebrew, is now not the whole you have left. In English, a rent is the whole. The corresponding noun in Hebrew is the thing you tear out. So in Hebrew, the kira is the thing you've torn out of the whole. So in Hebrew, you can write on a hole, you can write on a rent, and you can tie a rent to a pole. You can't do that in English. See, you can see the Hebrew thinking, and the words have changed just enough. And Brother Cadenus comes up to about 60 or 80 very good Hebraisms in the Book of Mormon that tidies up most of the things that people worry about in the bad English of the Book of Mormon. You know, the one that bothers most people is the phrase, and it came to pass. And it came to pass is translated from a single letter in Hebrew. It's an inhalation. and came to pass. Mark Twain's comment was that if you left out and it came to pass, it would be called the Pamphlet of Mormon. But even that one goes away when you consider it's a good Hebrew text. The conclusion Brother Bednas comes to is that whoever wrote down the Book of Mormon understood idiomatic Hebrew. Not just formal Hebrew, but idiomatic Hebrew. How did Joseph Smith do that? Joseph Smith didn't have the education to do it. But notice Joseph Smith didn't claim he had. Joseph Smith claimed that Nephi and Alma and Moroni wrote down the Book of Mormon. They understood their language. They didn't have to look up anything. They didn't have to do any special exercises. They knew how other people taught. They just wrote it down. But someone who didn't understand the idiosyncrasies of that culture would have to do a lot of research. Now, I would suggest that that kind of evidence says that the story of the Savior appearing in America anciently should be taken seriously. I suggest that the Lord has provided the Book of Mormon as the evidence for our generation to tell us that prophets have really been called in this generation, that there is more Scripture, that the fullness of the church is on earth today, that is to be taken seriously, just like the miracles were so that the Egyptians would take Moses' story about the burning bush seriously. Now, you don't have to rely just on the evidence. I honestly believe that any Hebrew living in Egypt 400 years after Joseph went there, if he wanted to know whether Moses was a prophet, all he had to do is get down on his knees and in total sincerity say to the Lord, is Moses for real? And I would suggest the same thing is true in our generation. You don't really have to study Egyptian grammar. We could have gone through Arabic poetry. We've gone through a dozen different examples. You don't have to do that kind of research if you really want to know whether this story that Ella Steiner and the other elders are spreading around Beaumont is true. Because if you will really go to the Lord and ask Him whether it's true, you're not going to get a wrong answer. Now just imagine, assuming that this story is absolutely false, you go to the Lord in sincerity and say, Heavenly Father, I've met these Mormons, they really sound like good people. They've got this really neat story that's true. I need to take that seriously. And I would assume it's false. Is the Lord going to lie to you? No, He's going to say, it's false. Now I'm going to lie and never see Him again. Now, assume it's true. Assume it's true. The Lord is going to give you that warm, burning feeling in your heart that this is really His work. You're going to feel good about it. You're going to want to get closer to it. You're going to want to learn more about it. The Lord will not lie to you. So if the story is false, He's going to tell you the truth about it being false. If it's true, He's going to tell you the truth about it being true. So you can't lose by going to the Lord. So if you want to know what the story of the Savior walked anciently in America, go and ask your wife, your psychiatrist, your driver in the carpool, your minister, go to the Lord and ask Him if it's true. And you will find out whether it is or not. Now that's the reason why the conversion rate is so high in the Mormon Church. Is because just a small fraction of people actually do that. And they find out that the gospel has been restored in this generation, and that is the most exciting news that we have had since the resurrection of the Savior. I find this a tremendously delightful generation in which to be born. Having a job for the last 20 years in the space program is neat. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend to anybody who's got a weak break and wants to go into orbit. But I, in the same way, recommend that anyone who is seriously interested to find out whether the story that more information has been come forth about and from the Savior. If you want to find out whether that's true, you can go to the Lord in prayer, you can find out what the story is of the restoration of the church, pray about it, and you will find that just as exciting as being in the space program. It's delightful to be with you. I certainly ask the Lord's blessings to be with you. Those of you who are on vacation will be available to the physics department at Utah State. Come up and see us. We ask the Lord's blessings to remain with you in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
10. Miss Priscilla Packer is going to do it here on the same reading. It's going to talk with Taylor. The value you need in the one. Here to get the girls put back into their gowns so we can crown. Finalist for our state pageant goes to Miss Rebecca Packard. Rebecca goes to the front. Yep, Diana the long one.
luck on your letter. Julie Hendricks, that's right. The reason I couldn't remember his name, because I've never met the girl. But, sound like you were infatuated a little bit before coming on your mission. But, the bottom of your letter said, I think they've all forgot about me.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
About all. But
testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Okay, Tiffany, she wrote me, and she wrote in her letter that, well, Holly hasn't heard from David in a long time. And then at the end of the letter, I guess she wrote it on a different day. She just said that Holly just received a letter from you, and that you said you were doing well and doing fine. So I guess you've heard from her ever since then. I remember in the FTC, my companion, Elder Red, was writing her too. And I don't think they're writing each other anymore. I think she was fed off. I think she said he was illiterate or something. I don't remember. I thought it was funny. But Mom made a funny statement, an interesting statement, I think, was that she says, she was talking about Tiffany in a letter she wrote to me or something, because Tiffany sounds like she's head over heels in love with me, and she's waiting on me, man. This scares the dickens out of me. But she says, well, if David and Holly and you and Tiffany get together, because I think they'll both be at the Y when we get there. She said, what an awesome foursome. We'll have a blast, man, with those two. I think you said something along those lines before we even left on our mission. That hey, when we get back, man, those two girls will still be around, both of them sisters, and we'll just have a hoot with them. But let's see who else. I've gotten 2 letters from Missy Knapp, I think, 2 or 3. I know I've gotten 2 letters and at least a graduation invitation type deal. And that was no big deal. I just opened it up, looked at it, and put it down. I didn't think I even read it. But I think, and from Maureen Horton, I never got anything. So, but she said, let me know if she's written you. And Julie Hendricks, I thought for sure she'd write you. Tell me. It's probably just the mail was caught up because you said you didn't get mail for 2 months or something like that, along with your money. Oh yeah, about your money, man. I don't see how you went without any money for 2 months or however long it was. The money here is just, when I first came on my mission, it was $260 a month, and it's totally changed. Right now it's $380. 380 is the minimum. It's the minimum amount that you're able to get along with without being a tightwad, as you wrote in one of your letters one time. But and I'm only getting $350, so I am being a tightwad. Plus, out of $350, I'm saving $50 a month, just for college or for a car or whatever I need when I get home. But I'm saving $50 a month that way, so I'm super tightwad. Plus, I have debts up to my ears because I got in a wreck with a car, and I had to pay for the dent in the car, and that was $160 or $170 or so. And plus, transfers here are real expensive, and flats and stuff like that you have to pay for yourself. But you have to walk anywhere, so I was wondering if y'all had bikes or not. Too bad. The mission, they were thinking about making all Japanese missions walking distance, but they've changed on that because of the member referrals that you get are usually a long ways away, and it takes a long time. But I imagine the same thing is that way for y'all. Imagine you get referrals, you have to go a long ways to them and stuff. But it sounds like Tiffany's waiting on me, and I got a letter from Doreen, but I'm not planning on writing her until after the family reunion. And I got a letter from Susie Kunzler about 3 or 4 months ago. 3 months ago, I think. Maybe not quite that long, but almost that long. But I'm not planning on writing her again until after the family reunion and stuff. Because I don't want them to get together and compare notes. Because if I don't write, it's not hurting anything. Because I mean, Susie still got another year of high school, and the only guy I was ever worried about was Nathan Hilton, and he's getting married to Susan Moulton. That freaked me out. I mean, I can't believe she's getting married to Susan Moulton. It sounds like a perfect couple to me, but I never thought about it before. I think they're getting married in August, August 15th or something like that. But let's see. And so I was not planning on writing Doreen back, but she sounds like she's really interested in me and keep an eye out on me. I wonder. Oh, by the way, I'm wondering how Larissa's doing. She's married now. I was thinking about that about a week ago.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
I guess since it's pregnant, Mom will let us know. I really had a lot of fun with her.
Hello, 1 2 3.
About Angie Waitson, you know. Before it even got on writing her back and
Testing 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Testing.
Down. I'll probably think about it.
Hello, operator. Give me number 9. Thousand the passengers eating chocolate wine.
Before I ever get home. Feelings for her, and I don't like the thought of what might happen because she'd be nothing but a hellcat, whoever she gets married to. Well, the tape's almost come to an end. There's so many more things I want to talk about, but remember that when we return in triumph, we're going to be arm in arm, fighting all the way. We're going to have a blast again. A lot of people always ask me who you miss the most, and I always say my mom and David. And I sure miss you a lot. Don't feel obligated to send me back a tape. Just write me a letter real soon, and I apologize for this tape being late.